most recognizable venues. You're looking at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California. Today, two teams hailing from the AFC. It's the Houston Texans and the LA Chargers. Here to begin this one is Cameron Dicker. And up we go from SoFi. Fielded at the 7. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Roll, center motion left. Running for the first time with Joe Mixon. Pretty good start here for him. 6 yards on that opening play.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity to play with whatever you want to do. But as for me, I'd like to reward that run. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4.
Here we go.
On the ground again with Mixon. And he will not get the first, but ooh, this is close. Looks like they're going to have about a yard at most to gain after he picked up 3. 3rd down.
The offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to 1st down. But instead, the defense, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out on the 3rd and short.
1 yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches.
Or swap, another swap. Roger.
Keeping it with Mixon. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead, get what you need.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Stroud off of play action. That's a catch for Nico Collins. And he doesn't get the chance to add on to that play, but this still has him across the midfield stripe all the way down to the opposing 42. To the line we go. They're set, 1st and 10.
On the quick, right? 18. That's it.
A give to Mixon up the middle. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
And not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know.
2nd and 7 at the Chargers' 39-yard line.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. From the 39. Connects here with Jalen Noel. And he's brought to a stop after he found plenty of room to run.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. That one connects. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans finish up an excellent opening series. Here's Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. The point after splits the upright. And the Texans will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Chargers nothing.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Darius Davis to return it. And this drive will start inside the 25.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Chargers getting set. First and 10. Herbert now off the play fake. Throw is there for Rondé Ganson. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of down. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter drive, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
Only one play in, Brock, and this drive already to midfield. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know it's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule. That kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's second and 6.
Cowboy 80.
No luck there. Ran that one right into traffic and went nowhere as a result. It's going to be third down.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against them. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
On third down, Herbert. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up fourth down. The Chargers lined up in punt formation. And this will bring a drive that had some promise to a disappointing end. He punted a couple of times last week in their loss and now gets this one away. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down.
Take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Texans to the line. First and 10.
Switch. Whoa, Tony.
Now begin with a run by Mixon.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
With the wrong way on first down, Brock. Here comes second and 12. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Has a man, Dalton Schultz. And they're going to touch him down as they wind up with a nice gain on that play, and they got a new set of downs, too. No doubt they'll take a repeat of how this game began, Brock, and that play has them on their way towards it.
Scripting for success. They'll keep pressing the advantage, too, until some resistance has got to finally appear.
First and 10, a run to Mixon. And that carry only gets one on the plunge up the gut.
A gain of 2 brings up second and 8 at the 44.
And before they can break the huddle, we've hit the end of our first quarter. 7-0 is our score. We're back to SoFi right after this. Welcome back. We'll begin the second quarter with the Texans in possession. They'll begin the quarter with second and 8. On play action, here's Stroud. They'll get it complete to Travion Henderson. And he's going to be persuaded out of bounds right at that 40-yard line. 16 yards on the play. And it sets up a Houston first. New slated downs to approach here from the 40.
On the quick, right?
Staying between the tackles with Mixon. And this drives him back at a field goal range, Brock, as he stopped for loss of yardage.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to the results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line, but this defense just kept swarming.
Gets this one into the hands of Christian Kirk. And he hits that enemy 25-yard line before he is sent out. That play good for 17 on the first down.
That's pretty impressive, Kate. I I mean, to have the awareness, the body control to not just secure the ball, but to keep both feet down on the sideline.
All right.
Now the first carry for Nick Chubb. He finds a big lane, and he's finally brought down at the 9. That one goes for 15, and now they're going to have first and goal.
Offense there, Kate, went heavy with that 13 personnel. One back, 3 tight ends, and those 3 added blockers, just the element they needed to spring that run.
Here we go. 18. What's that?
First down from the red zone. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. That is Lewis Cine. Through the defense he goes. Room to burn. And he takes this one back and in for the Los Angeles pick 6.
This offense had time to go through the 5 stages of grief by the time that interception reached the other end zone, Kate. Denial when they saw it picked off. Anger as return picked up steam all the way through. Some reluctant acceptance. But they just watched the celebration unfold in the wrong end zone.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. Return starts at the 3. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
Texans take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard
line. All right, the Houston offense looks set, Brock. Here's first and 10. Wanting to start the drive with Mixon. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. Junior Colson bringing it into that play.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's second and 8.
Here we go.
Off the play action, here's Stroud. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete. Trying getting it to Nico Collins. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stroud. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of 4th down. The Texans set to punt. Darius Davis returning for the Chargers. And he hauls it in right near the 40-yard line.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 42-yard line.
So the Chargers start off with good field position as they get ready for first and 10.
Lion.
Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. It's charged towards the line. It's right around 3 yards.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's second and 6. From the 46. He's got Quentin Johnson complete. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. Pickup of 12 on that play. And the Chargers will have a first.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
They'll head up first and 10 from the 42.
Let's go. 60 Bison.
He is down to the 30-yard line. 13 on that play. And it brings up an LA first down. We're at the 2-minute warning now from SoFi. It's the Chargers with a first and 10. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. On the move, headed right. He smartly won't risk something here and just chucks it away.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something with no one open and risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
Still working from the 30 as they line this up, 2nd and 10.
Check. Black 80, black.
Herbert from the gun. As a man, it's Tyler Conklin. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
From the gun, it's Robinson. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
He comes set up the screen. Here's Robinson. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop.
It may not look like much on the stat sheet. This is kind of good on good. An offense gets completion, not going backwards, and the defense, well, they rallied, they pursued, and kept that screen to a minimal gain.
Nice drive here. It's up to 8 plays as they get set for 3rd and 6.
380. Go.
Shotgun snap to Herbert. Has it in close. And he's going to have enough for the first down. Not by much. He got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a 1st and goal.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. Man, did he make an impact play.
Here's Herbert. Buys time, rolling right. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down.
Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as the QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time secondary, they got real sticky, stayed tight, and forced the throw away.
So the incompletion on 1st. Here's 2nd and goal.
Delta. Hey, Ray. Ready.
Now Herbert again. They don't connect there, and now just 3 seconds showing on the clock.
No surprise to see the quarterback go back to that well. That security blanket that's been his tight end all game long, but finally this defense has an answer.
The Chargers sending out Dicker the kicker to add 3 to the board. A pretty automatic look for him from the left. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. On the return, here comes Davis. He's stopped on the run back to the 27.
Darius Davis on the return. The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Starting out trips right here. 1st and 10. Starting the half with Robinson. Robbed by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
Well, that's just about textbook defense and how to shut down an RPO. The coverage was tight, the numbers were up, and then the bodies were there to stuff that run before it could get going.
It's back. It's Robinson. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it stops.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, kid, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
Go.
Here's a counter give to Robinson. They're holding strong here. The defense gets him at the line. That's going to bring up 4th down.
When one defender failed, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
He's got this at the 27. Breaks the tackle, still going. And he's brought down before the return gets far.
First and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
The Texans set up nicely as they come up to the line, 1st and 10.
Here we go. 18. South. Set.
Running left is Mixon. Small gain there, maybe 3 if he's lucky to begin this drive.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play. But it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now, 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Shotgun now, first round. Higgins downfield, and he has it. He's taken down as he takes this to the 38. They strike for 23 yards. And the Texans are going to have the first down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Round completes it quick. And this play's nearly going to reach that 25-yard line. Defender there to take him out just short of it. It's a gain of 12 there. And it sets up a Houston first.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10.
Here we go.
It's Henderson on the give. And they're going to be humbled here on 1st down. They're going to wind up losing yards on this play.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
A quick throw is sliding away, incomplete. He was trying to find Christian Kirk there. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. Quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not 2 hands that got on the football.
Look the hot.
3rd and long for him here. And as that one falls incomplete, all eyes shifting to the flag that was thrown. If it's defensive, we've got a first down here. They got the interference call on 3rd down, and that keeps this drive going with a new set of downs. Running it after the penalty. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards. Offense in the hurry up here.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up
Brown off the play fake. And he's in! Touchdown, Houston! The Texans grab the lead on their first series of the half. So that, Brock, an important score here as they move out in front.
You know, Kate, this is the time of the game where fatigue starts to set in every once in a while. But that right there was a determined-looking drive. They were not going to be denied and able to score and take the lead.
That one splits the uprights. And the Texans take a 4-point lead. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. On the return, here comes Davis. And the tackle's made as he gets it out to the 32.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10. At their own 32-yard line.
Damn, I miss you, Chester. Sending love from my face compressor. Ground control with a soul like Bowie, and I'll chop you.
LA bringing the offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10.
15. Set.
Here's Robinson. Start the drive. He's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
Simply put, Kate, that is a drive starter extraordinaire.
First and 10 on the 45-yard line.
Ball on the 45, first and 10.
Hey, go Lion. Ground. Set.
Staying with Robinson. And he gets a few on the punch forward.
You know, these are some of the little hidden plays in the game. Right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
Black 80, black.
From the 48. Catch is made. That's Trey Harris. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Here's Herbert, first and 10. Chased out to his right. Nowhere to go with it, so he just throws it away.
I'll give this quarterback credit. He bought as much time as he could, but eventually, the only option left was to throw it away.
Ball still on that 34-yard line, second and 10.
Set.
Back to the air, Herbert. Connecting on the slant. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. It's a pickup of 11. And the Chargers will have a first.
There are times quarterbacks got to be blacksmiths. When you're in the pocket, there's just a certain timing and precision. When you get outside that pocket, you got to be an artist. You got to be creative, and this guy is.
A new set of downs awaits him. Here's first and 10.
Ready.
Running left is Robinson. And he may have just reached the edge of the red zone before going down. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up second and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up second and 7 at the 20-yard line.
This is the end of the third quarter. The Chargers have the ball, and they're going to need to score. They come in trailing. Second down now, 7 to go.
Hey, easy. We'll go orange. Set. 380. Ready.
Now Herbert to throw. Put the body on the line for his team. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives him first and goal.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
Herbert, quick out wide, complete. It's an LA touchdown. The Chargers take a fourth-quarter lead. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock. But I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, kid. Kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on them. The great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
Returnable from near the end zone. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29.
Trailing by 1 score late here, Jade. Maybe this is the return. Maybe this is what helps them get right back into it. Good field position now to start their most important series yet of this game.
Texans to the line. First and 10. Going right side. Mixon with it. Nothing doing here as he only manages a yard.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on second down. After that drive starts, a very minimal gain.
That's one, only gained a yard. That means it's second and 9. Stroud off of play action. On target to his back, Joe Mixon. He's going to get a few here. Brought down at the 33-yard line.
going to pay for throwing that. I knew it from up here in the booth watching that happen. But that's an experienced quarterback. If that first primary target isn't there, make sure you find your safety valve. And that got them some yards. So taking that shot, well, it was not for nothing.
Oh, sending motion left. Stroud now on third. It's caught. This is Kirk. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
New set of downs for him from the 46.
Here we go.
On play action, here's Stroud. Right back to Kirk, and he's got it again. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down.
A great throw to a nice route and catch to move in the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Trying it inside here to Henderson. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Okay, this one you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. Casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
All right.
They go play action with Stroud. He's able to take this ahead and from the fumble partner, they wind up with a 1st and goal. It's a 21-yard gain, and that will set up 1st and goal.
All right.
They're going to run here. It's Mixon. And hopefully a bit of a wake-up for their ground game. It's a solid pickup there on the play. Almost got it done himself on first. It's 5 yards and gives him 2nd and goal at the 1.
That run now has put them in such a great spot, Kate. You get a run like that inside the 1st and goal situations, there's a whole lot of confidence.
And he's in for the touchdown. The Texans take a 4th quarter lead. If there's an argument for continuing to rely on the fullback, Brock, it is plays just like that remind us. They're pretty good at barreling in for touchdowns when they're given the chance.
And you know the greatest fullback name ever? Maybe you need to name your son Sam Gash. Because that dude, when I think fullback, I think Sam Gash just gashing people for touchdowns.
Kaimi Fairbairn at the kickoff for Houston.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. On return, here comes Davis. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Somebody got to do it. Somebody got to do it. I see what she's doing. Watch it. Go ahead.
LA offense all set. Here's 1st and 10. To throw, Herbert. Into the hands of Conklin. And it's a quality effort here as he's pushed out right along the 40. It's a gain of 11 there. That picks up the 1st. Slated downs to approach here from the 40.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
1st and 10 around Robinson. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
They've got 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning left for them. We've got 1st and 10.
Crowd right.
Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. Complete left side to Robinson. And he gets him 1 as we come up to the 2-minute warning. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Set.
Back to throw. Escapes the pocket. And before he can get rid of it, he runs out of bounds. Could have just tossed it incomplete, Brock, but instead takes the sack and a big loss.
I'll admit it, as a former QB, probably the last one to always cast blame on the QB, but that's a situation where you just got to get rid of the ball. I will give a little blame. You've got to throw it away and just take an incompletion.
Throwing now. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. And that one hits the deck. No fear from them trying to go deep on 3rd down. You love that. Don't love the fact they couldn't connect. 4th down coming up.
That is just a nice stretch of some reps there defensively. Really one of the areas when you watch college game to the NFL game that there is a vast difference. And that's the tightness of coverage. These windows of opportunity are small, and they could not find a completion.
And it's incomplete. They dialed up their best effort, Brock, but they come up empty. That's going to be a turnover on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Here's Mixon. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3. Timeout call by the Chargers. They're first. They'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it. And we'll move to the next.
They're going to pass it here. Trying to set up a screen for Mixon. And he picks up about 6 on the play. Stopped though right near the marker. Didn't get it. 3rd down. LA uses a timeout here. It's 2nd. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on 3rd down.
On the quick, right? On 18. Let's go.
He'll throw it. Finds Stover. And he will not move the chains, Brock. In fact, he can't even get back to the line. He's going to go out of bounds for a loss of yards. It's going to be 4th down.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL. Everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that 3rd down?
As that one falls incomplete, all eyes shifting to the flag that was thrown. If it's defensive, they've got a 1st down here. A chance to get off the field goes by the wayside. The defensive penalty keeps him out there. Noel going in motion right. Taps it quick to the receiver coming across. Trying to fight free. He can't do so. They've got him behind the line. Now let's see Brock if they call their final timeout. The Chargers call a timeout. That's their last one. And that's all they had. So the offense free to start running the clock down now. Lining up to take a knee on 2nd down. With the win in hands, they'll take the knee, let this clock run out. So it's a win for the Texans. Well, Brock, we both thought coming into this one that it was going to be a tough hill to climb going up against one of the better defenses in the NFL. But these guys looked and said, Hill? What hill?
And you know what? I think that happened over the course of this week. Sometimes when you know what you're facing, Kate, and you're watching tape and it's a really good defense, you know you got to be on your game. And this offense certainly was today.
With Brock Huard and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Texans as we say goodbye from Los Angeles.
white jersey.